It's terrific to have an opportunity to share some of my thoughts with you today. I've thought long and hard and came about two ideas. First, I'm a smartphone. And second, we need failure to succeed. Realization number one, I'm a smartphone, and so are you. No, I'm not crazy. I'm speaking metaphorically. Consider the Apple smartphone. Where there was once one, there are now several. I identify with smartphones because they remind me that each person is unique. How I operate is different from how you operate. We basically share the same functions. I get choice. I get to be any kind of phone I want to be. I get to communicate what I believe to be true. But being a smartphone goes way beyond physical appearance. There are apps, clocks, lights, cameras, and the ability to interface with anyone on the planet makes them appealing. They're able to do more with each passing year to make our lives easier. Each new model is able to process more, create better visual displays, and in turn, smartphones are us. We too are becoming new models every day. We discover our preferences and customize our interface with life to better suit our goals and passions. We clear up clogged internal space by clearing our memory banks and taking a break when life becomes too crazy. We make deletions when we discover an old value or belief no longer serves us. It's all too easy to forget that we have choice in times of difficulty, but we do. I try to remember this when I feel like giving up. Problems that used to baffle me when I was younger, I'm able to walk through with ease. But you see, there are times when I forget this. I become small, feel insecure, and doubt myself. That phone, though, reminds me there's no reason to act upon my discouragement. But just like that phone, I keep improving every day. And then, of course, there's one other reason life is a smartphone: the battery. For the phone to keep improving, it needs an energy source. Batteries lose their charge and go dead. Without energy, there can be no purpose or meaning. What is the human equivalent of battery energy? Heart, passion, soul. Those are a few words that come to mind. I'm nothing without the energy of life that surges within me. With phones, we plug them in when we run out of battery, when it reaches a critical charge point. But what do we do when our emotions hit a critical charge point? The part of this answer lies in realization number two: failure is success. What is success? That's an important question to know because that's what I and most people on this planet want to be: successful. All of us at one time have experienced success. We've had that moment where we aced the test, where we won in a competition, or won an argument. It's a great feeling. We stand a bit taller, smile a bit bigger, laugh a bit louder. But what happens when our emotional battery loses its charge? What happens when we're suddenly confronted by seeming failure and we feel with shame, self-blame, and anger that turns inward? How do we reprogram ourselves at times like these, when the abyss seems our only choice? Well, obviously, it's time for a new app. Unfortunately, it's not one that we can buy. Rather, we have to make it for ourselves. To build that source of emotional energy, I had to learn that failure is part of success. My earliest experience with failure that I remember occurred before I entered school. I had a speech impediment. I stuttered and stumbled over words which I spoke. In effect, words failed me because I couldn't find the necessary words to express myself. This deficiency made kindergarten into a horror story. Stumbling and stuttering speech is definitely not conducive to learning phonics. I felt terrible about myself. The words felt trapped inside of me. I felt alone, ashamed, hurt, and angry. Almost 4 years of speech pathology eventually taught me to speak fluently. Problem solved, right? Nope. Not only did I have academic learning to catch upon, but new insights that accompanied my gift of fluent speech. It seemed a curse. Long bottled up emotions came pouring out. I had no control over my temper. Anger seemed my chief instinct. I fought with my parents daily. I shouted so often that I regularly had a hoarse throat and could only speak in whispers. At the age of 8, an ears, nose, and throat or an ENT specialist told me if I didn't stop shouting, my vocal cords would become permanently damaged. I remember those failures as if it was yesterday. During many of the arguments, as my voice ran out, I'd run away from home. I'd grab my bike and speed as fast as I could. I wanted to run away from life's problems. I sought silence and solitude in the night. So what changed? How did I come to view failure as part of success? First, I began to realize after reaching high school that failures are essential. Not only do they point us in the direction we should be going, but difficult feelings give rise to motivation. The motivation to change. This in turn began to teach me acceptance. Challenging feelings will eventually come out one way or another. In effect, I needed to learn to show up for my feelings in more supportive ways. The gym. The gym helped me to support myself when challenged by failure. Once you're able to overlook the smell of sweat, you start to see the dedication and passion in people's eyes. You see them struggling with pain, battling failure, fighting with determination. You see this blazing fire motivating them to work in day after day. The gym is one of these best places to learn how to fight failure. You see, failure at the gym has helped me find identity and purpose. It's not easy going day after day, barely seeing any progress, opening the door and welcoming in pain and struggle, but it's worth it. My emotional challenges with failure have taught me to keep searching, to keep trying, to keep pushing. After all, the best views only emerge after the hardest climbs, and it's those views that keep my emotional batteries charged. And then, of course, you fall flat on your face, and you have to start over again. But I won't leave you on a low note. I won't be that person who points out a mistake and doesn't show you how to arrive at the right answer. No, I'm not a professor. No, I'm not a teacher. I'm not even a straight A student. I'm not a child prodigy. There's so much I don't know and I can't do. But I do know this. I'm a person who started to customize my life, to focus on the apps that generate meaning in my life. Thus, the best advice I can give you is this. Discover what your life is. Customize it. Individualize it. Make it your own. Thank you.